It's the Melchizedek News Hour. It's the Melchizedek News Hour.
Shalom, shalom. Shalom. Shalom, family. Come on in. Welcome to the Melchizedek News Hour. All praises to the Most High. All praises. We got some things to talk about. So I apologize if I was a little delayed there. I got some late breaking news that I got to bring to you all because there's so much going on with these storms right now in the middle of the country. And this is of most importance because we have a lot of tornadoes that are touching down. So I was getting an update and some information there. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am your sister Chayah, the elect, and this is the Melchizedek News Hour. However, today I may be a little shorter than an hour. I guess we'll see because I just came from that fire lesson on the New Jerusalem Part 2. If you haven't seen it, in the description of this video, it is there. I included a link as well as a link to all my lessons by Sister Chayah. That's right. Also, I got Storytime with Sister Chayah. There's a link in there and also links of some important videos that I want you all to check out. If you're new, welcome to the chat. I appreciate you. Welcome from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, wherever you're watching from. I appreciate you. And thank you to all my brothers and sisters in the live chat this evening and this afternoon. It's afternoon here in Maui, Hawaii, but I know it's evening for many people on other parts of the globe, especially on the East Coast, my sisters and brothers. I see you there, Sister Kai. She's over there on the East Coast. So it's almost bedtime because you're 6 hours ahead, 2:42 here in Maui, Hawaii. That's where I am bringing you this news report from. This is the Melchizedek Network. For those that are joining, I'm going to be doing some new things with this channel that the Most High has basically put me in charge of. Thank you, Most High. And this is the Melchizedek Network.com. You can find me there. I'm going to be showcasing other brothers and sisters and the things that that they would like to showcase on the Melchizedek Network, whatever your gift is and whatever the Most High has put on your heart to bring to the body of Christ. I would love to include you in what I'm doing here with the channel. So hit me up. My contact information is also under the description of this video and on this channel, or just hit me up at melchizedeknews.com or the Melchizedek Network. So I'm looking forward to doing some big things for the body of Christ. So if there's something that you'd like to share to the world, feel free to send it to me because that's what this is all about, is us unifying and coming together with our gifts. We are living in a very what's the word? It's an interesting time, for some people they're going to be a little scared, but we have the strength to be able to endure the things that are coming. And so with that being said, we will make it through. So I'm going to start with the weather because it really is important that I fill you all in on what's developing in the middle of the country. I'm sure this storm will be moving east in a matter of days, but everything that we're seeing is not natural, family. As a matter of fact, let me pull up something here on my computer. Everything is not natural. They're doing a whole lot, and I think a lot of these things that we're seeing right now with the weather is being manufactured. It's being manufactured. So I'm gonna get something because I want to have this on there. Yeah, make sure I have that so I can bust them out. Okay, so let's start with the weather for those that are on the East Coast because I don't want to keep you long here. All praises to the Most High. And as you see, I got some breaking news. So at the end, we'll get a little bit of a laugh for those that are joining me. But first, let's go to what's going on with this weather because I got quite a bit of headlines. So let's turn first to Fox to get an update there with the weather. All praises to the Most High.
Check out your screen. This is new video and images coming out of Dallas Center, Iowa. This, by the way, just north and west of Des Moines, Iowa. And you can see right there that confirmed by the National Weather Service. They told us earlier that, yeah, there was some structural damage, and you can see what it's done. Mike Howell, thank you so much for sending these photos into us here on Fox Weather, but obviously siding on buildings have been compromised. You can also see shingles from homes. Look at the base of what looks like a garage area completely torn to pieces. Looks like there could also be some poles in there. And again, we can't confirm as of this point whether or not that damage was due in response to a tornado or straight line wind damage, but we show you this damage where, again, unfortunately, it looks like it could have been a shed or a barn that was destroyed. You can clearly see right there where a gutter was, so it was obviously some.
Okay, that's in the heartland, and that is today. As to Shalom there, Brother Malik. That is today. The Midwest is getting hit up pretty hard. I got some coverage on a few videos. That was Fox. This is breaking, and this is what's going on currently with this weather. Let's see here. Looks like some more information. Let's still continue in the Midwest. We got some footage.
Wow. Yeah, for real.
These aren't small tornadoes, family. These are big EF2, EF3. We're looking at states right now that have been in the path of this storm is Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, moving to the Ohio Valley. So that's what's going on. Brother Malik said, I got caught in the storm. Brother Malik, what city are you in? What state are you in? Because we know that this is a fast-moving storm. It started yesterday, but I think today and tomorrow we're going to really see the brunt of this storm. But what's really scary is these tornadoes, which some are going to be coming overnight as well. They call those nocturnal tornadoes. I got some footage, family. Okay, yep. Brother Malik is in Davenport, Iowa. You're in our prayers, brother. We got you in our prayers. You are under the protection of the Most High, and we claim it because I'm sure it's looking crazy over there because that's one of the states that's been really hit this evening with those tornadoes and those storms. Also, the hail. It's not just the tornado damage they're talking about, or they're talking about hail, like golf size, even larger than that, baseball size hail in a number of states that's coming. Yes. Shalom there, kings and queens coaching. Good to see you. We're talking about this severe weather that's in the middle of the country right now. I got some footage I want you all to check out. It's only 24 seconds, but I want you to see this tornado that was reported in Rockwell City, Iowa. What I'm seeing here is what I believe to be manufactured by the technology of wicked men. This does not seem like a regular tornado, and I want y'all to check this out on this this tornado, because this is mind blowing. Out of Iowa. Right. Does that seem like anything that anybody has seen before? Right. Sister Kai says, absolutely not. I'm sorry, but that looked really questionable. Shalom there, Brother Horace. So just getting in here with these news headlines with the weather. Shalom there to Streets. It's good to see you. Absolutely. So much going on. Yes. We need a repeat of that. I mean, I looked and I was like, this is not normal. This is not something that you would normally see, family. I mean, yeah, that makes me think that something very sinister was going on. You know what my beliefs are during the big, great solar eclipse. You know, by this group right here, you know that I like to talk about that group. You know, I love to talk about that group. Yeah, the deceivers. Yeah. Seems like all of a sudden, since that whole incident with the great eclipse, these storms, the tornadoes have just really intensified. So something to keep an eye on. I'll keep y'all posted on the weather, because it's another situation here too. I think this was over in another part of the world. Let's see what it's got. Torrential rains and flooding. Let's see what country this is. Check this out, family. At the same time, we got all these intense tornadoes going on in the middle of the country. Let's look overseas.
Several inches of rain falling over the United Arab Emirates, prompting flight cancellations at the second busiest airport in the world, school shutdowns and traffic at a standstill. Some amazing flooding conditions there. Bonnie Quinn has had a front row seat to it. We go out to her in Dubai for an update on what's happening. Bonnie.
Will remain, as you can see right behind me, this is part of the DIFC complex within Dubai, which is its own self-regulated complex of financial institutions. We're talking about more than 50 hedge funds, more than 200 banks based here, more than 100 insurance companies and 350 wealth managers. All told, more than 41,000 people work here on a daily basis. That was impacted, as you can see today. Dubai is not a walking city. It is very much a city that runs on taxis, Ubers, and driving. Public transportation fairly limited in Dubai. Within a few hours of this rain starting, you can see what happened. Cars were abandoned everywhere. I'm looking down from the 34th floor of a hotel room. Cars are abandoned outside right now. The cars that are managing to make it through are being guided through by emergency vehicles, and it really is a sight to see. Dubai every now and then gets these large rainfalls. However, infrastructurally, it's not.
I thought Dubai was all that in a bag of chips. I thought they was just like untouchable. I thought they were just so rich. I thought that they were just we're just the best place in the whole world. They seem to be underwater right now. It's some things going on in this earth. Yes, Sister Kai said it correctly. Jeez. Yes, that was a lot of water. Major flooding there. So at the same time, we got all those earthquakes. So just something to keep you updated on, because it's a lot going on right now, including the situation with Iran and Israel. I'm sure some of those in the chat know about this ever since Iran just did that strike over there in Israel, and they sure tore up much more than what the mainstream media would like everybody to know, because there's a whole lot more going on than what meets the eye. But let's just get a quick update on what's going on over there with Iran and Israel, because all that's going on over there in the Middle East will affect everybody else.
Welcome back to Sunday Night in America. While the missiles and drones were still in midair last night, Iran made a point to say the attack was revenge for the IDF strike in Syria that killed their top generals, that the matter was, quote, concluded in their minds. But Iran has been provoking conflict in the region for decades, so it did not start and will not likely end with the events of last night. But what is Iran trying to signal, and what should we make of Iran warning the U.S. to stay away? The exiled...
You heard that. They said, Iran said, U.S., y'all better stay away. That's a direct threat. Yes, you heard it from Iran. And the man said, what does that mean for us? It means that things are about to intensify and get worse. That's what it means. Family watching, get your house in order. Your physical house, your spiritual house, your mental house, physically, emotional, spiritually, all that for what's about to come on this earth. Because it's not getting any better. It's not going to get any better with these things that's going on. As a matter of fact, I keep talking about all these young people, old, young, babies dying suddenly. What is really going on? Why is this war being rushed? What y'all trying to hide? What's the whole rush? Maybe because the people that didn't took the planned injection, they're leaving out of here and dropping like flies, like this young, beautiful lady.
We've got the latest Timalu Shalalame and Kylie Jenner blind item. Let's start with the related headlines.
Kyle Marissa Roth, a blind item TikTok star, has died. She was 36 years old. Kyle's mom, Jackie, announcing the sad news on LinkedIn, sharing a photo of the two, writing, Kyle loved and lived fiercely. Nothing makes sense now, and we'll understand more in the next few days.
They said nothing makes sense now. That's what their comments was. Nothing makes sense now. We don't have a cause of death. This was just suddenly. I'm telling y'all, connect what's going on and while the war is over there escalating in the Middle East. It's a lot going on. It's a lot to be vigilant of. Meanwhile, we got this situation over here with this whole punching. People just running around punching people. New York, it's other states too. But what's up with just random people walking up to people, punching people? This man got caught, and I'm glad he did, which he ain't the only one, but he punched this 9-year-old child in her face. Demons just roaming around right now everywhere.
Well, one suspect is behind bars this morning awaiting arraignment. He's accused of punching a 9-year-old girl in the face.
And it's not his first assault with very similar circumstances. Good day's Briella Tomasetti live at Grand Central, where this latest assault took place. And we're hearing there's just a little girl involved in this. Briella, what's going on?
Yeah, a 9-year-old girl, Dan and Tashani. 30-year-old Giancarlos Zarzuela is set to appear at Manhattan Criminal Court later this morning. Yesterday, he was walked out of these doors behind me by police in the wake of that violent and unprovoked attack.
Why'd you punch her? What happened?
30-year-old Giancarlos Zarzuela is due back in court today after being arrested over the weekend for punching a child inside Grand Central Terminal. Zarzuela will go before a judge on felony assault charges in Lower Manhattan. Police say just before noon on Saturday, Zarzuela approached a 9-year-old girl who was standing near her mother in Grand Central's dining concourse without warning and slugged her in the face. MTA officers immediately responded to treat the young victim for pain and dizziness. She was taken to NYU Langone Tisch Hospital for treatment and is expected to be okay. Zarzuela in the
people in the live chat, those watching, that Thuggalicious bandit that they just showed, does he look like I'm just saying, either it's a possible transient, homeless man, or maybe somebody that just arrived from across the border. Yeah. I had heard something that was real disturbing about the increase in crime. It was something that the FBI put out. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to pull that headline and put a link in my description. The FBI was saying that because of all these immigrants coming over, particularly a lot of men, they said that they don't have a way of tracing, because they got crimes going on with these men that have come over from different parts of the world, but they're not in the system. So they don't have no way of really tracking, so they say, if they do a crime in the U.S. Yeah. They said they don't got away. That's real disturbing because we really see an increase in crime, just like this old bandit that just punched this child in the face. We're going to see a whole lot more, y'all. It is really time to be prayed up. It's going to come close to home for many people. You're going to start seeing a lot more things happen. It's going to cause everybody to start praying and seeking the true God. Yes. A lot of people like, well, that's not in my neighborhood and I don't got to worry about that right now. Just wait. Yes. Coming to a theater near you. Just like this situation right here at the IRS office over there in Houston.
Now to trouble at the IRS tax assistance program this morning. Hundreds of people waiting for help to file their taxes were turned away after they say a fight broke out. Fox 26's Jade Fleury is live in Southwest Houston tonight with those details. Jade.
Yeah, Tom, hundreds of people were lined up here outside of the IRS building hoping to get help with their taxes. Instead, a field assistant from the IRS told us that they had to shut down early because of a riot that broke out. Tempers flared outside of the Internal Revenue Services building Saturday morning as hundreds of people were trying to file their taxes were turned away. People waiting for service tell us a fight broke out after a rush of people tried to enter the building at the same time. Many people frustrated after traveling from hours away and taking off work for the tax assistant help.
They opened the gates like around 9:10, and I think a couple people started fighting. So after that, they told everybody to go home.
The ones that had been standing out here since 3 o'clock in the morning, they get mad because you're rushing and skipping in front of them. They bum rushed them. 2 girls went in there and started fighting.
Now, in a statement, the IRS says that the delays today happened due to an overwhelming taxpayer demand for assistance. They said they will be helping these taxpayers.
Oh, goodness. They over there just straight. And then they called it a riot. They over there fighting at the IRS office. But look at the news. The news said, oh, it's a riot. You know, they love to say it's a riot really quick. It's a riot. People trying to get their taxes done. Look here, people. Y'all better quit depending on this system. For real. It ain't nothing but your money anyway. Over here rushing. Ooh, I got to file my taxes. That's your money. That is your money. Yeah. You've been scammed by the government. They the biggest scammers and the biggest crooks and gangsters of all. Absolutely. Sister Chayah said it. Let's go to this next headline right here with this young mother. If you can really call her that. You really can't even call her that because many people are not mothers and should not even be having kids. But we got a Houston. What city is this in? See, Houston again. We in Houston. Houston mother charged with she didn't went on a cruise and left her young children at the house while she took not just went to the store. She didn't just go to the store. She went on a cruise.
A mother is behind bars this morning. She's accused of leaving her young children alone for days to go on a cruise. 29-year-old Lakeisha Woods Williams is charged with abandoning a child with intent to return. Neighbors told law enforcement they saw Williams leave her Memorial area apartment on April 4th with luggage. Deputies did a welfare check on April 9th and found the kids, ages 6 and 8, alone in unsanitary conditions. That's according to investigators. Williams' bond has been set at $25,000.
Yeah, y'all. She just didn't go to the store. No, she went and took a whole cruise. She didn't even bother. How hard would it have been to get just somebody to watch the kids? We know it's very difficult being a single mother and that they need a break. But she just said hell to the break and getting a sitter and left these children at home. Where is people thinking? Everybody is not really, they're just not, what's the word? Somebody in the chat, give me the word. They just not equipped to be parents. Yes, they just not equipped. Because when I seen that and I was just like, who would think of such a thing? Sister Chayah says, got a comment sad. And it said that this is not her first time pulling this type of stunt. This is what's going on out here, family. This is what's going on. What you got next, Sister Chayah? I had to get on this afternoon. It's just a lot. We got the man punch in Houston. The storms. We got a few headlines. Okay, what we got? Sydney, Australia. Let's go again. Overseas. Because we got chaos and confusion. Matter of fact, that's what the headline says. Chaos descends on Western Sydney, Australia. The other day, they had a stabbing at the mall. Somebody was just running around the mall, just stabbing people. And killed several people. As a matter of fact, I think it was about 7 people killed in that stabbing at the mall. I'll pull it up for those that didn't see it. But now we got this other incident, and I recognize this guy from YouTube, this minister right here, over here preaching, and the guy just came up to him and started stabbing him. Look at the chaos that the world is in. And man, this is just the start, y'all. I mean, we still got Papa Do's and Popeyes and McDonald's and them still open at Walmart. Can you imagine if the stores start closing up on people? Like down there in Haiti, when it ain't no resources, how people gonna be acting? Like, look at around the world. It's coming. It's coming to a door near you.
Here in Wakefield, where police have had to jump the fence, they're armed with their pepper spray. That's out. There's people jumping the fence. The roads are all blocked. There's lots of people here.
Yeah, there's too many people here.
There has been a video circulating in TikTok and I don't know where else saying that the bishop has 2 weeks to live.
Right now, there's someone in a car that must be injured. The police have swarmed right into this location. There's a police helicopter as well, and right now police are helping this car get away, but it appears that there's someone inside the back of the car who is lying down in the back.
Just to give y'all a little background on what's going on over there in Australia, they showed the priest, and I've seen him on YouTube before. I've actually watched a few of his episodes before a few years ago. Anyway, a young man walked up to him while he was doing his service and just started stabbing him, and he lived. But then it just chaos erupt, just all in the surrounding neighborhood and so forth. And it's just so much chaos and confusion and just mayhem all around the world. And they're showing us, like the American people are watching and they're like, oh, we ain't really got to worry about that. That's in Australia or that's in Europe. We are about to see some very dire times. You better get on the spiritual ark and be under the protection of the Most High. All those watching, you better really know where your strength and your protection comes from in this hour. It's time to repent. It really is a time for prayer and repentance. Repent. Turn from your sins. These secret things you're doing behind closed doors. It's time to ask the Most High to forgive you for these things. Confess them. Turn away from these things. Really, because tomorrow's not promised to any of us. I was just talking about it in the lesson I just did. Speaking of Australia, the incident that I said for some that missed the incident, this was at the mall there. And yes, the man killed 6 people at the mall, stabbed them, not with a gun. He didn't kill, stabbed 6 people.
Breaking news, 6 people are dead after a stabbing in Australia. It happened at a shopping center in the eastern suburbs of Sydney. Police say the suspect stabbed 9 people altogether, including injuring a child. An officer shot and killed that suspect after the man raised a knife at that officer. Investigators believe the suspect acted alone. As this story develops, we will bring you updates right here on air, online, and in our free LA.
Do y'all see all this chaos everywhere? That's Australia. Let's come back over to San Francisco. I got something over there that just went down too over the last, where is that headline? Let me bring it back. I saw this over here in the Bay Area. I didn't even know this was going down. They kept this kind of low key. And what's today? Tuesday? I think this was like Monday morning.
From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Good evening. We begin tonight with the protests shutting down freeways and bridges across the Bay Area for much of the day today, leading to more than 24 arrests. Good evening. I'm Elizabeth Cook. Demonstrators calling for a ceasefire in Gaza shut down the Golden Gate Bridge and Interstate 880 in the East Bay, starting right as that morning commute was just getting underway. The traffic was backed up for miles. Now, this was a pretty sophisticated operation. Some protesters on the bridge chaining themselves to cars, and in the East Bay, they even brought out barrels full of concrete to stop anyone from getting by. Within the last 2 hours, the CHP told us those protesters could face conspiracy charges due to the coordination. Wilson Walker begins our team coverage at the Golden Gate Bridge.
I didn't even know all that went down over there and in the Bay Area. I was like, it's just so much. It's chaos and confusion, because Satan is the author of confusion, and you could just see it in every headline. I got something interesting right here, y'all, that I might get a chuckle over. But let's get something on a lighter note on a situation with a couple that gambled away some major money.
Tonight, clients say they were left high and dry after paying tens of thousands of dollars for home renovations to a local construction company. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Andy Sirota.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. Keith and Daniela are on assignment. Tonight, the owner and his wife are wanted on felony charges because investigators say the work never was completed and some of that money was gambled away. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry joining us live from Sugar Land tonight with the story of one of the alleged victims who've come forward. Bryce?
Lisa and Andy, these alleged victims are all over the Houston area, from Sugar Land to Cypress to Friendswood. And according to court records, this couple came up with repeated excuses for why the work wasn't getting done. The wife at one point even blamed a delay on her husband having a heart attack, but investigators say that was all a ruse. Instead, they were at casinos in Nevada, Louisiana, and Mississippi, spending big.
They had taken out the grass, they had rebarred everything. It was a stressful, couple of months.
The patio at Rohan and Ria Krishna's Friendswood home looks a lot better now, but for weeks, the backyard was torn up.
He had an excuse for everything. Whenever we were texting back and forth, it was either the weather or something else or his family.
They hired Alec Miller in October to put in a covered patio and extra driveway lane. He came recommended with a contract and seemed professional.
Everything seemed legit. I mean, yeah, it was very responsive.
The project would cost $30,000 according to court records, but Miller asked Krishna to pay nearly 40% up front, then for $500 for supplies, then another $2,500 for upgraded flooring, then nearly $4,000 for a final deposit.
$18,000 gone.
All those payments before calls, emails, and text messages went unanswered.
I was just beside myself. I'm like, does that mean that it's gone?
The Krishnas aren't alone. 3 others say they got swindled too, with various excuses, including a heart attack and medical issues, for a total of more than $87,000. 55-year-old Alex Stephen Miller and his 52-year-old wife, Andrea Pierce Miller, are now charged in the theft scheme. Investigators say large amounts of money from victims landed in his account before being transferred to hers using Zelle. At the Golden Nugget Casino in Lake Charles, Louisiana, the Millers allegedly spent more than $1.5 million on gaming tables and slot machines. Bank records and rewards accounts revealed some of that money straight from their clients. Investigators found nearly 6 transactions at casinos in different states when he was purportedly unable to perform work and around the dates he supposedly had a heart attack.
Yeah, we had no idea.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Now enjoying the patio.
Did y'all see that? This couple, with all they lying and scheming, they was over there with their gambling problem. See, this is why this gambling, it's just all these secret sins that people's doing. It's just not beneficial to you. All you're going to do is just lose your soul, lose your life, go to jail. They can swindle $1.5 million from people just lying. It's supposed to be, matter of fact, it's supposed to be contractors. right? And all this lying, and look at all of just the deception that's going on, just constant lies, taking people's money, people giving people $50,000 to work on their houses, and they over here at the casino, over there at the Golden Nugget. All at the Golden Nugget in Louisiana, the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas, the Golden Nugget, wherever the Golden Nuggets is at, you can find these two. Just swindling people's money. It's just out of control. Right, out there gambling with stolen money. Brother Scorpio say, this is what's going on, which leads me to a video that I wanted to share with my family. I want to share this from Brother Maurice. He did a short yesterday on the TikTok as well as on the YouTube, and he shared, and it was about lying. It was a really good 60-minute scope on how the enemy, how he really uses lying. What's going on with this lying and deception? Here's a little bit of spiritual knowledge about lies and lying from our own, very own Brother Maurice. I love this, what I heard yesterday. I was just like, man, brother, that was powerful. Take a listen, family.
Let's talk about lying, because today there is so much lying going on. Let's see what the Book of Remembrance has to say about lying. In Little Book 1, and this is what it says. If a person repeatedly lies to deceive, then the evil spirit of lying will come to them and will become a part of their souls when they have severed themselves with lies. And all their efforts to find dominance and advantage over their fellows will be driven by lies, and the presence of these spirits will erase any twinge of guilt or shame. Did you hear what it says? It says the presence of these spirits will erase any twinge of guilt or shame. This is why there's so much lying going on, because there is no guilt or shame. Shalom, family.
And we sure saw that with that couple. It was no guilt or shame. They was just taking people's money left and right, just smiling and shaking hands, saying, yeah, we'll be over in a couple of weeks to start those repairs for you and those renovations. And then meanwhile, they was on the way to the Golden Nugget. That's what's going on, y'all. That's what's going on. We just living in a wicked, wicked society. And we need the words of the Most High. We really do. We need righteous teaching. Man, Sister Kai's got a comment in the chat. She said, Papa Banner said, when you listen to a liar, you become one. See, that's old school wisdom. When you listen to a liar, you become one. Brother Scorpio said, that's how we become trapped in lies. Man, deception, deception, deception. Thank you, Brother Maurice, because that was 60 seconds worth of priceless golden wisdom right there from the books of remembrance. And then people go, that ain't in the Bible. Well, you don't know righteous teaching when you hear it. Doesn't matter which book it's coming from. The Most High got infinite knowledge, infinite wisdom. He is infinite love. Quit trying to measure his wisdom according to your own understanding. Okay. That's what the word says. Trust the Father in all thy heart. Lean not into your own understanding. In all thy ways. Right. Trust in him. Don't be trying to lean in your own understanding. You can't measure the Most High. In all thy ways. Trust him. Lean into him. Don't be leaning into what you think. You can't measure him. Got one more family before we out of here. Let me see. Hold on. What's this happening over here at some nail salon? Let's see what they doing. What situation we got here?
Well, only on Fox tonight, for the fourth time in a year, an unhappy customer contacts us about a nail salon in Friendswood that seems to charge extraordinarily high prices. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us live from the southwest side with this exclusive story. Randy.
Yeah, Caroline. Now, the most recent unhappy customer to contact us paid $330 for a pedicure and a manicure. That includes a $65 surcharge for paying with a credit card. Hey, hi. Are you the owner? We want to talk. You want to talk to us? What's wrong? Why are you locking us out? We just want to ask you some questions. This time, my questions are about this young woman who asked not to be identified. We'll call her Grace.
It's a lesson, but it's unfair. just because.
She said, you ain't coming in here Ming Chong Chung Gang Ging Gang Ging with a side of 8 Fu Young rice and egg drop soup. Said, not today, Channel 6. She said, we are not giving interviews. They over here invest. See what I'm saying? See what Brother Maurice was saying, this lying and this deceit, charging people this deception. $335 for what? Some nails and a pedicure. This what's going on out here. That's why she heard him shut that door, because y'all know y'all ain't right. No, me channel chick, we can't talk to y'all today. Not today, me no. I'm telling y'all, it's out of control. Sister Chayah is going to go into her last headline. Thank you all for joining the Melchizedek News Hour. We have fun over here, see, because that's how we keep strong. You got to laugh at some of this stuff going on in the world, because if you don't, man, you'll be crying every day. The world, you'll be broken and feeling defeated. You got to laugh at some of this stuff. I'm telling you, it helps you stay focused when you really know the truth. That's why the word of God, when you know the truth and the deception and this illusion that you're living in, and you really know that the American dream really is the American nightmare, you can face everything that the news is reporting. You'd be like, well, the word has already prophesied these things. Amen to my brothers and sisters in the chat. That's how we face it. You got to laugh at some of this stuff, because it's just foolishness. Foolishness going on in this hour. All right, I need some drums in the live chat. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see what you got here. Hold on. I found what the FBI warned us about. Let's get them, because we want to hear what the alphabet groups, they when they give us a warning, we got to take heed and listen. So this is in regards to, I believe, what's upcoming for us. They said, let's just hear the FBI out, y'all, because they always tell us the truth. So let's listen.
Today, the FBI director was asked point blank if the terror threat in the U.S. is as bad as it was before 9/11. His answer, deeply disturbing.
All the lights were blinking red before 9/11. Apparently, obviously, all of us missed it. Would you say that there's multiple blinking red lights out there?
I see blinking lights everywhere I turn.
Since the Israel-Hamas war started, Chris Ray says the terror threat is at a whole nother level, with a number of terror groups, including ISIS and Al-Qaeda, using social media to call for attacks, including right here in the U.S. The DOJ also seeing a spike in threats against the Muslim community and a stunning increase in threats aimed at Jewish Americans since October 7th.
I've never seen a time where all the threats, or so many of the threats, are all elevated, all at exactly the same time.
Ray is calling on Congress to renew the law that allows the FBI to conduct secret surveillance on suspected terrorists overseas.
The FBI over there, like, we don't understand. How could all these threats just be coming at one time? We've never seen such elevated just warnings and risk and threats and stuff all at one time. Who could be doing all this? Because we just never seen such a thing. Get out of here. All them lies sitting up there in front of Congress. We watching theater, everybody. The world is a stage. This is all theater. That's why they didn't give you the Simpsons. They could tell you what's going on and stuff, because they the ones doing all this foolishness, just like they knocked down that bridge over there in Baltimore. Everything y'all seeing, wicked, evil men at the top, and they work for Lil Lucy. Yep, she called it out. Sister Chayah don't have no problem with telling you the truth. I love you. That's why I tell you the truth. I love you very much. Last headline of the day. Here we go, y'all. And this is it took me a minute to find this. That's why I was a little late getting in this newsroom. Because they tried to scrape the internet on this one. Like, literally, they did not want nobody to see this. And I had to go do some digging. Hold up, I gotta make sure I got my documents. Hold on, because they didn't want nobody to see this. Hold on. Let me make sure I got it, because I didn't even pull it up right here. I got to be able to share it with y'all. Hold on, family. You just don't know. That's why I was late. Yes, I was a few minutes late to those that is in the live chat, because the internet scraped this article right here. I literally couldn't. It was hard to find it. But basically, let me set it up for you. Emmanuel Macron, the president over there in France, they was talking about him. So this woman, this so-called woman that he's married to, which is she's 24 years his senior. They saying that she was born a man. And that's why this was really hard to find, because they didn't went through that internet. I was on YouTube trying to find a video, couldn't find it. I found one video, because this is recent news, because this all they talking about over there in France. But it didn't have no actual audio, it just had words. But I found the video. So this is the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, his wife. They saying that she was born a man. Okay, and Sister Chayah had to get out her my shiny Cochrane glasses so I could really see what was going on here. So I'm about to share it with you all now. Now, why is this important, family? Because I went to go pull some records. Yes, I went to pull some records on this one. Because I was like, what is all the fuss? So they said she's suing the media. They said that she's tired of people saying that she's a him. She's 70 years old. She's 24 years his senior. And this is the French president, Emmanuel Macron. But when I went and pulled the evidence, family, I had to share it with you all. I said, what is really going on in this world? I told y'all the world is a stage. And judging from these pics, that's exactly what is going on. Y'all tell me in the live chat what you think. So they saying that this is a picture of her, and then this is the picture of her when she was a he. My question is this the same person? I mean, is this the same person? Because, man, this bone structure is 100% on point. Is this the same person? That's what I'm saying, Brother Scorpio. That's got to be the same person. I mean, man, I don't even think you really need a DNA test on that one. This is what's going on. That's why it was so hard for me to find this evidence on the web, because they went through all kind of videos and took this information down. At the end of the day, if that's what you into, and Mr. Emmanuel Macron, that that's your business. But the fact is, yes, y'all lying about stuff, just like Brother Maurice just brought up. This lying has to go. This lying, because if you lying about that, what else are you lying about? That's what Sister Chayah want to know. If you gonna lie about your wife and say that, no, she was not born a man, when we can clearly see, Sister Kai says, either that or that's a twin. That's all I'm saying. What you got, Sister there? Sister Ruiz said, what? Yes. All I'm saying is, if you gonna lie about this and you saying that your wife is not Shira, then what else are you lying about to us? These people cannot be trusted, y'all. They cannot be trusted. The world is a stage. They cannot be trusted, and I didn't call it out here at the Melchizedek News. Yep, she found the evidence. That's what she do. Family, telling y'all what is going on. I thank y'all for joining me. Oh, my goodness. I just got done doing that powerful lesson, and then I had to pull out receipts on this doggone Emmanuel Macron and Shira. Oh, Father, just give me strength. Give me strength, Father. I tell y'all. I love y'all for joining me. Love you, family. And I'll see y'all again soon. I will see you. To all those in the live chat, thank you.
News Hour.
Real love and real respect. I see y'all in a day or two. I'll keep y'all updated on the weather, family, with these nocturnal tornadoes. through the heartland. I'll keep you posted. Love you all. Shalom. Click the like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you. All praises to the Most High. It's the Melchizedek Network.
It's the Melchizedek News Hour.